back to Feller Talk, fellers. It's been an honor. It really has, and I always say that because it really has been an honor being on this show and talking with you guys. So today in this episode, we're getting close to May by the 2nd. I believe, this is episode 24 of Feller Talk, of the start back of the series. So I've been so caught up with Last of the Grade A, finishing that series, and trying to brainstorm ideas for the episodes past that. I forgot about Filler Talk, and I haven't even made a Filler Talk in like almost 2 months, or maybe even more. I'm not even sure at this point because it's been a long time. But we're gonna start up again, episode 24. We're gonna just chill, and we have, let's see, 4 topics for you guys tonight. And one of the topics may take a long time, so that's why there's only 4 and not 5. Normally there's 5, but John wrote me down, right, John, as 4 topics for tonight because one of them is a super long topic, and it's going to take me about a year to explain, and it's actually a very realistic topic. It's a realistic topic. It may not make sense to most of you, but it's a realistic topic to me. Alright, let's start with topic number 1. Plans for the summer. Now, a lot of you may ask, what's Dylan Hall going to do during the summer this year? And I've got news for you guys. I am going to be working at my very first job, as working at the law firm that was actually taking place when Eric died and when Viper died, in that big storage attic in the law firm that was filmed in the Last of the Grade A series finale. That is where I'm going to work. My grandmother hooked me up at her law firm, and I'm going to be working as a runner from, I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, from 12 to 5:30 p.m. And it's going to be really, really fun experience. I mean, maybe not fun all the time, but I mean, it's going to be fun. My first job experience. I'm going to be driving around, delivering stuff, making copies, getting lunch for people, partners, the lawyers, or whatever. So it's going to be a really fun experience. My very first job I've ever had, and I'm going to be nervous for sure. So, so that's my plans for the summer. I'm going to hang out with my girlfriend, and it's not Debbie. There's topic number 1 for you right there. Basically that is my plans for the summer. And honestly, if you ask me, it's a good plan. Topic number 2. The Grade A channel finale. And before you lose your balls and you drop them and you might eat them, let me explain to you what this finale means before you guys drop your balls. And I don't mean that literally. No, Dylan, he means it mentally. No. Okay, let me explain. All right, let me twiddle my toes, okay? Let me twiddle my toes. So, wow. So basically the finale. And I'm not talking about a series finale. I'm not talking about an episode finale. I'm not talking about an episode series finale. I'm talking about the last video on the channel. Because I already said, and I already have plans in my calendar, that I will officially slam the hammer down. That's a mention from one of my series. You guys may not remember, but it's when Viper was first introduced back in 2019. But, you get the gist. I'm talking about a real series finale, a channel finale. And this episode is going to be an emotional one, another emotional episode. Because, first of all, 1, there's going to be character death. And 2, it's going to be the end of the end. Of the end of the end. Of the end of that end. Of the very end. And so, basically, we're going to end the channel. I'm going to end the channel. And I'm going to do it in a very symbolic way. I'm going to do it. I have plans already of how I'm going to do it. I don't have plans for the dialogue for the episode, but I know it's going to happen. And I know it's going to happen. I know exactly what's going to happen. And it's going to be one thing that changes everything. And it'll leave you thinking. Trust me, there will be cliffhangers. Excuse me. There will be cliffhangers. Excuse me. Okay. There you go, guys. If you're interested to know, a year from now when the channel finale will be, I plan on ending it next year. Wow, that's big news. Wow. Next year or the year after next. I'm thinking 2024 because that's the year I graduate from high school and go to college and move on. But that is officially the plan. It may change. I don't know. I may still use the channel for like little 15-second clips of funny things. It's going to be the end of major episodes. It's probably going to be the end of the series, just to let you know. It's going to be sad, but all things move on and all things move forward. Topic number 2, crossed off. Booyakasha. 2 more topics, and the next topic. Let me take a deep breath before I get into this one. This was the one I was talking about, the topic that may take a long time. The story of Debbie Brown. The story of Debbie Brown. As you may know, maybe you're not all caught up. Maybe you're watching this and you're still videos behind. But in the last of the Grade A series finale, Debbie broke up with me. And it was a very emotional scene. And it wasn't so much shown during that scene or even afterwards. It was shown during the process of the time jump and what happened a few weeks after that happened. And during those few weeks that we didn't see Dylan have a major heart attack, panic attack, kill himself moment, that was the time when Dylan went crazy. And now the story picks up and we're getting back into Dylan trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Because let's think about it, guys. I lost my friend the same day. I killed a main bad guy, a main villain, and my girlfriend broke up with me. This girlfriend specifically, though, Debbie, on the channel, that is, has been coming and going, and she's been gone for years, and then you would think, why would she do this to me? Hey, happens. But I'm going to tell you about the real Debbie Brown, not the one on the channel, not the one you've been told. This one, the real deal, Holyfield Debbie Brown, and where she came about. Because I've mentioned it on the channel a lot. I've mentioned how she came about in a dream, but I haven't really told you the story. So here we go. So I had to been 7 or 8 years old, maybe 7. So this was a good bit ago. This was at least 10 years ago. Maybe 11. I think it's about 10 now. Maybe I was 8. I'm not sure. 10 years ago, per se. My old school had a playground that I went to at after school to wait for my dad to pick me up. That's not important. But this playground was symbolic to me. I don't know why. It had a spray paint of the word sex on the playground, and I thought it was the most gruesome thing at the time because I was only in like 2nd or 3rd grade. I was like 3rd grade maybe, and I saw this word sex, and that was when I first learned about sex, and all the birds and the bees crap, all that stuff. And yes, I have. We're not going to talk about that. Anyways, this thing that had sex on it, I was so interested to know what it meant. So, I've had it explained by, my friends, some of my family has explained it to me. Basically, I'm 16 years old. I know exactly what goes on. You guys should know that by now. But yeah, so this is where Debbie comes in. One night, before we moved in this house, right before we moved in this house, when this house was being built back in 2012, I believe. 2012 is when I had this dream. It had to be because I was living at my grandmother's upstairs. And I had this dream one night, and it was a ballerina. And I think I had an obsession with ballerinas for some reason. Maybe it was from the movie Little Rascals or something. I may have seen a scene or something from there that I remember. So, this girl, real pretty, I was 8, she was about my age, and I thought she was beautiful. And she had her 2 friends beside her, and I think one of them I knew. I had a crush on back then. One of them I knew pretty much from my real life. And in this dream, we started dancing, we kind of mingled, but I never got to know her name. She never told me her name. I'm not even sure if I told her my name. So we were playing around this playground that was my old school's, playground for the school. And she appeared in a couple other of my dreams, and then after that, boom, she vanished. I mean, I'm talking thin air in a dream. So I didn't know where she went. I remember yelling at some girl, and when I was at a party, it looked like a warehouse party, and there was lights and stuff. It kind of like looked like a club or something. And I remember her asking me, what's wrong, and I was like, "Don't you get it? She's gone!" And I started like screaming. It looked like I was at a bar myself, but I was real young. So that happened, and I was really upset for the longest time, and for a long time even, I didn't know what happened to her. So a couple months go by, I completely forget about this girl. Years go by. Let's pick up in 2018. Years go by. That happens. 2018. Where are we at? We're here, living in this house. I go over to my friend Liam's house. And we started messing around, and it's even up there still. It's a live stream. It's a That One Patch live stream. And we were messing around. I was playing with his, like sunglasses, wearing some cape thing. I was acting like a character, me and him both. And on the board, I wrote Debbie Brown's birthday. And we didn't know who Debbie Brown was. I said she was from Johnsonville or something like that. It was like, "Happy birthday, Debbie Brown." And then we started dancing, and I was like, this Debbie Brown name could fit perfectly in with this girl. Because I like it. It's old-timey. It's nothing like Abby or like Ava or like just some common name out there. It's like Debbie Brown. What a significant name for what I know of her. And so yeah, I filled in that name, Debbie Brown, and after 2018, COVID rolls around. I'm in my room a lot. We're isolated from people. I can't go hang out with my friends. COVID's a big thing. Virus is spreading like wildfire. There's nothing to do but go outside in your backyard or play in your streets. And where I live, you couldn't really go in anywhere. And I was isolated in my room, and I got really depressed. And that's when I started to get depression. And just last year, I started going to therapy, and I still do. But I started to hit depression, and really bad. And I'm coming out to you guys about this because it's needed to be said. I had depression, or I have depression, and I still do. And every day I want to say, you know what, I'm going to find her. And during COVID and all up to now, I'm still trying to find her. I'm trying to figure out why I had this dream, why she disappeared, and what happened to her. And some people call me crazy. Some people make fun of me for it at school. Some people think it's just goofy and they just make fun of me for it. And I get teased a lot with it. A lot of sexual jokes, a lot of this and that. And it's hard to come through it with it. But, my therapist just told me to not worry about them. If Debbie Brown is who is your imagination and your fantasy, so be it. Don't worry about them. And I listened to her. So I didn't really care about it. I didn't bring it up at school much anymore. And pretty much, I'm still looking forward to this day. I'm still looking forward. She's out there somewhere, I believe. And that kind of ties in with the subject of the multiverse, where I believe that when you die, or when I die, that I'm eventually going to find her somewhere, and all of this will make sense. I know. This is why I didn't want to explain it, but I think that was needed to be said. Next topic. Story of Debbie Brown. The Book of Unusual Knowledge. Now this is a topic right here. The problem is, I don't know where the book is. I do not know where that book is. I know I had it somewhere. I know it's somewhere. There it is. Oh, and there's the hairnet. And to make this a little bit more interesting, I think this is what I'm going to do. To make this Book of Unusual Knowledge more interesting, here's what I'm going to do. Pantyhose. I'm talking real deal, Holyfield, big time hill. Oh yeah. Look like I'm about to rob a bank. I'm about to rob a bank. Let's get to it. Okay, so I gotta get up real close. Now I'm really about to rob a bank. Look at that. Holy crap, I look scary. Alright, let's get into it. The Book of Unusual Knowledge. Let's see what kind of knowledge we can pick up from this. I found one that fits the subject. It's a long one, so bear with me. Foul behavior is the topic. The worst of it started in the second inning. First, a presumably intoxicated woman ran onto the field and buried her breast for the entire stadium to see. Then, in the fourth inning, a man charged the field fully naked and, believe it or not, holy crap, this is already interesting, said into second base, ouch! The incident exposure continued in inning 5 when a couple of fans flashed their fannies at the Texas Rangers, the opposing team. Holy crap. The nudity, however, was nothing compared to what came next. People started chuckling everywhere, from the tennis balls to batteries into the field. Someone even tossed lit firecrackers onto the Rangers bullpen. Then all hell broke loose, is what the book says. I'm not cussing. With people ripping apart seats and using pieces of metal as weapons. By the time the players got involved, an all-out riot had begun. In the end, 9 people were arrested and the Indians forfeited the game. The crowd stole the bases, in parentheses, and not in the normal sense of the term. The bags have never resurfaced, whatever that word is, nor has the dignity of the various drunkards who showed way too much skin that was warm June night in 1974. I don't know about you guys. Like, I really don't know about you guys. But that is unusual. That's unusual. I would never do that. I don't know why people think that's funny. It's not. It's kind of ridiculous. And as inappropriate as I am sometimes, that you may not know about, wink wink, that is ridiculous. I mean, if I was there, I'd laugh my butt off. I'm not even going to lie, I'd laugh my butt off. That's kind of funny. But, yeah, there's your filler talk for today, guys. So, yeah, I hope you enjoy. Have a good weekend. It's Friday. Be happy. Be humble. Stay kind. And you guys have a great weekend. I kind of, you know what? I kind of want to play the, as the outro, I kind of want to play, Dream, Dream, Dream. You know that song. We'll just play it right now. Hit the lights, John.
Dream, 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 dream. Dream, dream, dream when I want you in my arms, when I want you, and all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. Dream, dream, dream when I feel blue in the night.